Welcome back to Black Label Garage. It's been a few weeks. Had a little bit of life happening, which has slowed some things down. But we're less than a month to go now till TUFF Truck, and we're gearing up to smash this out. So
we've got a lot to do.
Yeah, we do. We need to get after it. Just had a bit of a look at the list this morning, and it
isn't getting smaller.
Nah, apparently nothing happened when we weren't here. So let's get some of this done. Next on the list of shit to do. Ben's big fat foot needed a bigger pedal, so just because it's an auto now, and really you want to drive with 2 feet, you know what I mean? One on the brake, one on the accelerator, just being a rock crawler. So we've made this one here, or Ben's made this one here, just so that we can weld that over the brake pedal and extend that, just to make life a bit easier with his fat feet. I think that'll work nicely, man. We've basically just drilled a big hole in the, or cut a big hole in the front of it, just so we can weld it from the front, so we don't have to take the whole brake assembly apart. It's gonna make life a bit easier. Wait, what is it, Bill?
Proper there,
There we go. Everything fits a bit nicer now. Lovely. Tick that off the list. Beautiful. Next on the list, Bill's been out here cutting some little cover plates they'll sit sort of roughly in there. We'll weld all that in. We'll have another tube that goes right across here, and then some mesh to fill in this panel so we can still see through things, but we're not going to cop a tree in the leg. All the screws and shit were a bit jammed up, so we've just got the impact driver out. This thing made light work of it. Really handy little tool. Yeah, had to cut the guts out of the old door. When we built those, we actually sort of welded the whole thing together, so cut them apart, unfortunately. Take the mechanism out of it, and we'll come up with a way to use this in the new doors. Next job on the list here is cutting brakes. Last time we went out, Ben used his gorilla mittens to destroy these ones, so we're going to strengthen them up, and Bill's been kind enough to bring his cutting brakes around too, so we're going to modify these for the front, and we've got something special planned for the handles on these. So.
Don't film this bit.
Oh, how are we travelling?
Oh, we could. He full sent the nuts out, like started pulling the thread out of the inside.
We'll just run a tap through it.
Oh, it's good. I got that.
Oh, yeah. You see what's going on now?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the last pumps, we had some of the bolts on the flex plate come a bit loose, so Benno's jumped in here just to double check that everything's tight, and the good news is, looks like we sorted it out last time, so get in there and make sure these are tight, and we'll move on to the next thing. Nice. Firewall bolts, done. We've just got a bit of this protective mesh here that actually goes on mining vehicles to stop the locals throwing rocks through the windows, but we're going to use that to fill the panel. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. No, man, I'm stoked with that, eh? It's definitely a little bit different, but still got that sort of opens all of this up, but it's just enough. You actually get a little bit of vision through the grill here.
Yeah.
And when you're looking through from that side, you'll get more through here, you know.
So, does everyone know why this has happened?
Yeah.
So, we built the door, and then Tony Price from Tough Truck seen it, and he said no.
It's got to be, the bar has to actually cover the top of your leg.
Yeah.
So us being us, we push our limits as much as we can, and it just covers his leg.
Yeah.
Are you happy, Tony? Nah, sick, man. I like him, eh?
Yeah.
So obviously we've got to get in here now and do a bit of metal work, grind all of the tacks off, fix all of this up. We've got to just cap these off. On the inside we'll make a spot for the fire extinguisher and whatever else. And then get these sent off to be painted. Sick, man.
Let's go. Happy days.
All right, so we've been mucking around a bit this morning getting the mounts for the window net sorted. We've kicked around a few different ideas, and pretty much what we've landed on is trying to keep it as simple as possible. So we've got a bit of 10mm bar on one end. We've got a washer that's tacked on, a washer that's tacked on up here. On this end, it is purely a spring and 2 tacks. One tack stops the spring from going too far. One tack stops the spring from being able to come off. So it is literally a bar, a spring, and a washer with 2 washers to mount it. So this one goes up in there, pushes in, and then that one clicks into there. And we've just got a little bit sticking out after each one. So super simple. I've actually got my grandma making some window nets for us. She's doing a red hot job actually, so we'll leave those with her for the next couple of days. Really keen to see how they come up. But basically, the bottom of the window net will have tabs that will go to 5 points along here, and then a single bar running through the top, and it'll just clip up and clip in. So very easy to mount, very easy to get out if anything ever goes pear-shaped, and very simple, so there's really nothing to go wrong. Stoked?
Stoked.
All right, rear's been dropped. Ben's going to take these rear coilovers out. We're going to make a few adjustments, and we're actually going to modify these tabs, basically cut them off about here and re-drill the hole a little bit higher, so we can lower the back a little bit more, because we're going to be lowering the front. So we've always wanted to lower the back of the truck a little bit. When we first made these tabs, this isn't off this one, but basically that used to sit like that, and the coilover would be mounted a little bit lower. Ben's just cut that tab off, and as you can see, we've just moved that tab up a little bit. It's about 1 inch. And now we just need to work out where that hole is, re-drill it, and we've lowered the back of the car about 1 inch. So seems like a small amount, but the lower we can get this, the better. Well, that's it for this episode. We'll see you next week.
Hey.